Yes, get a lawyer. A good lawyer.
It's just something the three of us have to work out. There's no need to bring in someone from the outside.
Don't be naive. You have to protect your own interests.
Yeah. I tell you, I was never afraid before, but now that Dad's gone, there's so much to worry about. I mean, I don't know how I'm going to pay off this loan, and then the herd's got to be restocked, and the vaqueros are talking about looking for other work. It just goes on and on. You're staying, aren't you?
Well, what about Valerie and Fernanda?
Dad left the hacienda and the running of the ranch to me. I need you here.
Well, you got me, Jess. As long as the ranch is here. I owe it to Mike.
Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Phoebe, mine. Gives me like, younger than springtime. May I sleep in the coffin with you tonight?
Gabe, honestly.
What is that stuff in your glass?
Iced tea?
Victim of the Los Angeles disease, drink of the minute.
Waiter. Yo. Scotch, neat, double.
You got it.
Thanks. So,
How did you know I was in Los Angeles?
Friends at the press club. They told me you did your usual super job in the Balkans.
They want me to go back to. So how's Jazz?
Whatever happened between you two? You were supposed to get married.
long story, some other time. Is she okay?
Well, things haven't been easy for her since Mike died.
Mike?
Mike died?
You didn't know?
No, how'd it happen?
An accident helicopter crashed the day you left.
Oh, no.
She still does great work, of course, when she can find the time. Her father left her to run the ranch.
Well, be patient. She had a rough loss. She'll be back.
Well, I hope so. Pete's fully booked, thank you. But Mel's finally fallen in love with a girl instead of a souffle. So now he's goofing off, taking vacations, leaving early. In fact, Dazzle's not shining quite as brightly as it used to. Neither am I.
Untrue, my love.
Listen, Gabe, I've got an idea.
Oh, no.
You've been putting your bum on the line for a heck of a long time. Now there are teams of TV cameramen getting it all on the early news before your film has even reached the lab. Have you ever thought of taking it easy, cashing in?
I've tried it.
No, you never gave it a real chance. I'm talking about Vanity Fair, Town and Country. All those slick magazines you see in doctors' waiting rooms and send you to some luxurious resort and pay you outrageously. Fat, juicy assignments that make tons of money.
For both of us.
I earn my commissions, Gabe. And you can use the money. Everybody can.
I just don't know if this is adequate. It's not myself I'm worried about. It's my girls.
Lydia, we agreed on finder's fee for you.
I'm not merely a finder here. I'm essential to this deal. You never make it work without me.
Nevertheless,
Jimmy.
my
Tell Mr. Ting this deal must be substantially improved.
I'll try.
Good. Wish I could be a fly on the wall when y'all meet tomorrow.
Jazz, you're looking very smart. Thank you. Hi, Jimmy.
Jazz, I'm delighted you come. May I present Mr. David Tang? David, this is Miss Jazz Kulkullen.
Indeed, it's an honor, Miss Kilkullen.
David represents a consortium of Hong Kong banks and some major businessmen.
Indeed.
How about some food, Jazz?
These little eclairs look really good.
Nothing for me, thanks.
Maybe something to drink. We have agua con gas, espresso, champagne.
No, I'm really
Jazz,
fine.
I don't mean to rush this in any way. But for many reasons, we must move quickly. One reason being the loan that hangs over the ranch. Jazz, I don't know how much longer I can keep my bank at bay.
My partners fear that the communists may not wait until 1997 to enter Hong Kong. That's why we're prepared to make a preemptive bid of $3 billion for the Kilkullen Ranch.
David, why don't we just show Jazz your idea of how the ranch would be developed?
Sounds good.
Mr. Tang and his associates plan to turn the Kulkillen Ranch into the most spectacular, exclusive residential complex in the world. The entire ranch forming one single unified community of pure luxury that will stand out the same way Monte Carlo stands out from the rest of the Riviera.
Oh, but 1,000 times more exclusive.
It goes beyond imagination, Jazz. No home would be worth less than $10 million.
Of course, there'll be a completely state-of-the-art security system. An army of security police to guard the compound more closely than the crown jewels of England. It will be safe to walk the streets.
Shangri-La. A total refuge from all the dangers of the modern world. Now, that's a true testament to your father.
And everything will be totally environmentally efficient, with full utilization of wind power, solar energy, conventional backups, of course.
Who would live in this Shangri-La?
The super rich from all over the world. We'll build a marina on the shoreline to accommodate their yachts. There'll be plenty of room for golf courses and tennis complexes, and of course, a private airport.
Transportation. Instant, easy transportation the very rich must have. Otherwise, what's serious money for?
Have you thought about servants?
We plan to build a special servants' village.
All staff, it goes without saying, will be thoroughly screened.
Oh, yes. I mean, urine testing on a daily basis.
There are huge advantages to selling to us, Miss Kulkullen. We have instant access to cash. You won't have to wait for your money. And with your permission, we're planning to call the development the Kilkullen Ranch, in memory of your father.
Oh, Jazz, don't you think this is a chance of a lifetime?
No, I don't think I could say that. But then again, how could I judge in my condition? You see, I have this violent need to throw up all over this very expensive carpet. And that's just my immediate reaction. I'm not even worked up yet.
Jazz, you cannot just walk out on this thing. You have a moral obligation to cooperate with us.
Not in this desecration, I don't.
If you think you and your little cowboy can stay all warm in bed while we
Pacey
wait...
is an employee of the ranch, and he's doing one hell of a job for all of us.
This is one time you are not going to get your way, Jazz! I promise you!
Oh, I'm not very neat when I'm getting dressed to go out.
It's okay, I'm result-oriented.
Would you like a drink?
No, not right now.
No, I spoke to Henry White today.
Yeah?
Basically, the message is sell now and get filthy rich, or fight and get scalped by lawyers' fees.
What about the bank loan?
Well, they can call it at any time. Just one more thing to worry about. And I think Rosemont's holding back because he's worried I'll find someone who'll pay more, and he'll disappoint Tang. Any advice?
We'll beat him, Jazz.
We?
We. You and me. I promise.
much that means to me.
You know how I feel, don't you? I mean, yes or no?
I don't know, yes and no.
Let me deal with the yes part. It's not a good idea.
Not a good idea.
Not a good idea. It's not a good idea.
It's just bad timing.
Gabe?
No, it's not Gabe. So much has happened so fast. I can't even begin to get through to my sisters. I've never felt so overwhelmed in my life.
Good night.
Night.
You know, I had a really good time tonight.
Me too.
Hello? Anybody here?
Yeah, there you are. Yeah, thanks for coming so promptly.
You needed me. Was enough?
Have you seen Miss Kilkullen?
Very briefly, as you asked me to.
Good. Let's hope there are no intervening earthquakes to distract you. We want her head.
A lovely place to start.
Jazz Kilkullen is far too independent a spirit. All the elements are in place except for her. Use your imagination, Sam. She's the only obstacle we have left. Make life difficult for her. It's the plot of every chopped sake picture I've ever made.
And the good guys always win.
Don't be naive, Sam. This is the real world. We win.
A gearhead's dream of paradise. How long have you been down there?
Oh, only since yesterday.
Inspiration hit yet?
Still vague. It doesn't quite speak to me yet.
And you've discussed this peculiar ritual of yours with your shrink?
On cars, he's pathetic. He makes a point of driving this ugly old beat-up Volvo like there was something virtuous about it. It's the one thing about him I can't stand.
How come you know what kind of car your shrink drives?
I asked him.
And he told you?
Yeah, he's not into that Freudian crap. You ask him something, he answers.
Wow. It's almost too much, isn't it?
Prototypes usually are. It's just begging for a location shoot, but the company won't allow it outside the studio.
So where's Phoebe?
Beats me. She's late for her own meeting.
Anybody know what this meeting's all about?
All I know is we're in the doghouse. Overhead is up, income is down.
Yeah, I know. And I appreciate you both for not blaming me.
Jazz.
Well, I know I haven't been my usual self lately, but I want you to know I'm
Jazz.
back.
We understand.
Good afternoon, kids. Well, I thought this meeting was going to be all doom and gloom, but actually, I have some very good news. There's a photographer who wants to come in with us. He does nothing but location work, but he needs an office, a secretary, and access to a dark room. I assume there are no objections? Incidentally, I'll be repping him.
Repping him?
Hold it, kids. Just hold it right there. There's no need to make such a big thing out of it.
What do you mean? How many pieces can you cut yourself
You're
into?
overextended with just the three of us.
I haven't told you who the photographer is. He's someone that will give Dazzle a lift. I'm talking about Tony Gabriel.
Gabe, he's in Europe, isn't he?
He's back, and he wants to establish a base in L.A. And it's settled.
No, it's not settled. When the three of us started Dazzle, we decided that if any one of us had a problem with someone joining us, that would be enough to stop it.
What's the matter, Jan?